What's going on? Peace and harmony. Oh, it's on this side. Peace and harmony. Hope everybody's staying in tune, doing their thing, living another life from that heart frequency, going with their own personal flow, keeping things rolling. Lamp coming through clear. So we're just thinking about how you have squares, or like you could even tie into karma. Whether it's your karma in this lifetime, karma from a previous life, or karma from a family member, or somebody that like a family member even in this reality. How you can have a square, and those squares are things you have to learn. Excuse me, things you have to learn or work through or balance in this time before you can embrace those gifts. So once you work through those things, bring balance to that area that you need to grow from in this life to better understand yourself, better understand your direction. You can it turns that into a diamond. It turns that into a diamond, so you can have those trines. It now becomes a gift. It now becomes a gift that you can express. You can benefit yourself. You can benefit others. You can benefit this reality. Help raise the vibration. Raise awareness. Do whatever it is that you're here to do exactly. And from those gifts, from those trines comes when you break it down, okay, it breaks down, okay, it's a square. I got this written out, but I'm just kind of going for it. So it's a square. And then, once you work through those things, it becomes a diamond with inside. A diamond creates those trines from the crust, from the from the plus, the crossroads in there. So it creates the trines that go all around it. So there's 8 trines, or 8 gifts. Those gifts that come into, because it's now a blessing. It's now or be more. It's now a gift that you established by working through those things that you need to work on. Those things that were an area that you're here to work through in this lifetime. So you've already worked to that. You got your gifts. So it becomes 8 gifts in there, and then that breaks down into 16 gifts. So 6 plus 1 is 7. So the 7 gifts, that's the diamond, the double trine. And then inside that, there's the what's it called? The 4 circles aside becomes the 8, becomes the 16, becomes the circle. So that's the endless flow of energy. That's the master cycle. When you've mastered all the you've mastered the square. You've embraced your gifts. You've used those gifts in a positive aspect. You've not just ignored them. You've not used them for the wrong purpose. You use them for the right purpose. You're divine order, I guess you could say. Yes, and you've worked through. You got that. You've been using those gifts, those trines. It became the diamond. The square turned to the side with 2 trines inside. So that's the double gift. And then breaking down to that is the another cycle of the gifts. The next gift is who, and then the circle is the endless energy, the infinite energy within. So just an aspect on that, how you can turn those squares into the gifts, into diamonds, into a gift, into the endless flow of energy for the most benefit growth of your being and those around you, and this the earth, the animals, the minerals, whatever it be, however it go. But yeah. So how this plays out in the physical. So you would want to, let's say, like you have a emotional, you're like too emotional. I don't want to say too emotional, but like you have areas where you need to work on your emotions. I don't want to say need either, but it's a strong thing that you need to work on your emotions. Maybe you're battling depression a lot, deep rest. You're battling different roller coaster emotions of anger, sadness, worry, anxiety. But then you also get like the happiness, the joy, and the peaceful feelings. So it's all like a roller coaster on your thing. So excuse me, I don't know why I'm like choking up. Anyways, yeah, it's your It's the roller coaster, the roller coaster of emotion. That's what you have to work on. So once you bring balance within yourself, within thyself, you can express that outwards into this reality of helping others with that. That would be the gift. You balanced it. You've broken through that. You're now on the next phase because you mastered the balance of yourself. And in a sense, it's still like a growth process. It's never. It's not exactly like, oh, one and done or something. Something like that. It's definitely like a growth cycle, a growth process. But it's it becomes a gift when you start being able to help people, and then from that they can help people, and it keeps growing like that. So now, and then it just expands. It starts out like, let's say like a penny. It starts out like a penny, then comes into a nickel, and then a dime, and then a quarter, and then it just keeps growing, half dollar, a dollar, So it's like it just keeps growing, and it's your responsibility to recognize those squares, whether that be squares that you come across in your zodiac charts, squares that you realize through meditation, or even like an imbalance in your life that you recognize somewhere. Like it can be, like I was talking about emotion. You can have different things of emotion. You can be sensitive to energy, tying into that psychic empath, but also like something you need to work with. Like sometimes you just get like you have conflict within yourself. You have those wolves. Which wolf do you feed, the good or the bad? The wolves constantly fight within yourself, and you bring balance to those wolves. You bring to the balance to the rest of the animals outside. So